Hello YouTube, B3 here back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the NECA Pacific Rim Tacit Ronin figure. Yeah, it is pretty cool. To be honest, I thought this figure was going to be better than it actually turned out to be. He has some articulation problems, I think, but, you know, all in all, he's a cool design, and I'm glad to have him in my collection. But, you know, I am gonna have to tell the truth about this guy. Can't be biased just because he's a kaiju related figure. So let's hop right into it. I believe he's the Japanese Jaeger. He was in the flashback. We saw him for a second in the movie, but you know, I mostly think he's Japanese because he has all these red dots all over his white body, and also, you know, because Ronin. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into this figure. How about some articulation? Yeah, so the head goes side to side pretty well, up and down just a tiny bit, whatever. And you got in and out on the arm, and it rotates up like this, but it's like really scary. Like you can barely move it. I can see my joint like trying to come apart when I try to move his arm, and you can't bring it back the opposite direction, which is something I noticed a while back. You have to go all the way around if you want to get the arm back down the way it was. Like, this is terrifying, you guys. But I'm doing this for you. Hoo 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 hoo. Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, this one moves just fine, though. Like, not scared to move that one at all. That was totally fine. But then you've got a bend here at the arm, and also rotation right there. Here there's rotation, bend here, and, you know, a swivel here. He's got these blades that pull out. Those are really cool. Love his blades. Those are awesome. Boop. Put that back in there. And then there's like a waist joint here that can move around a little bit. Not much movement there. And he has these like wire things that connect his legs to his body. And he also has like two joints for each leg. There's one connecting here and one connecting up here on each leg, as you can see. And it's really weird for movement because you can kind of do this like weird in and out thing like that. But forward and back are mostly impossible because there's two joints in each leg. I mean, that's about all you can get. It's not much. It's not much at all. And then you've got a double knee bend there, which is fine. And you've got like a kind of a ballish joint here, I think. Maybe a ball peg, I don't know. But adequate movement on the feet. And peg holes. My leg's also kind of bent up, as you can see, so he doesn't stand too well. I need to try to fix that. Normally I'd use like hot water and stuff, but I'm so afraid I'm gonna bust this figure. Like I'm really just afraid to mess around with this guy. So yeah, that's it for that. Now about some detail and paint. Detail and paint is the strong point of this figure, really, because it looks really good. Like, if you just have him standing on the shelf, he looks great. He's very nice, very clean paint. There's this wash on him that makes him look dirty, like he just got out of battle or something. That's very good. The gunmetal look on all the arms and stuff's done really well. Even the blades are painted up nice. Lots of great sculpting and paint here on the back of the figure. Very, very cool. Got the details in the face of the figure done really well. Even got paint detail on the bottom of the feet there. Really, really cool. So what he lacks in articulation, he definitely has in detail and paint. So now how about some size comparisons? First up, we have Ronin with some other NECA Pacific Rim figures. Here on the left, we have ourselves a very nice Scunner Kaiju, and here on the right, the Hong Kong Brawl Gypsy Danger that came out alongside Ronin. So they're both from the same wave in Ronin are. But yeah, very neat, very nice, nice look. I mean, he's a shorter Jaeger, I guess. I don't know. You know, appeared in the movie once, and he wasn't really standing next to anyone. So, but it's not not a bad look, to be honest. I mean, he's an older Jaeger, so maybe he would be smaller. He was fighting smaller kaiju, and so. But I think he scales well with these guys. I think Ronin will look good in your collection. Now here's Ronin with some Japanese import figures. Here on the left we have the new Ultra Hero Series Ultraman, and here on the right, the Toys Dream Project Titanosaurus from the Godzilla line. Yeah, I mean these are all neat figures in their own right, but I feel like Ronin is a little tall for like just your regular 6-inch Final Kaiju. He is in the 7-inch scale after all, but I kind of like my Ultraman a little shorter than my Jaegers for some reason. You know, I think they look good that way. So I like him with my Ultraman, but not with the other monsters. Now, the only monsters that I've had him with that I like so far are the Pacific Rim Kaiju that they are meant for. Now here's Ronin next to the king of all monsters, Godzilla himself. Here on the left we have the Bandai Creations 2004 Godzilla, and here on the right we have the Banpresto 2003 Godzilla. Yeah, as you can see, the 6-inch Godzilla doesn't work too well, and there are some 6-inch Godzillas that NECA has made. You got 94, 85, you got, what else you got? 2014, of course, and the Pacific Rim figures look kind of cool with the 24-inch NECA Godzilla that they've put out, but not too great with the 6 inches. The Banpresto Godzilla, however, is an 8-inch figure, and I think he looks good with Tacit Ronin here. So your 8-inch Godzillas might work better with your Pacific Rim stuff if you have any from Bandai or Banpresto or whatever. So what are my final thoughts on the NECA Tacit Ronin figure from their Pacific Rim line? Well, I guess he's okay. You know, he's not my favorite Pacific Rim figure, but he's just not the best thing to come out of this line, to be totally honest with you. But we do have every Jaeger that appeared in the movie, so I guess that's a plus now. And he'll look great. He looks great. He scales well, I suppose. But he's not functional. He doesn't move well, which is his big problem. He has these cool blades and stuff, but he's okay. He's not the greatest figure. He's not, like, I don't feel like he's a necessity. Like one of the figures you have to have for the line. Like, you have to have Knifehead, and you have to have Leatherback, and you have to have Gypsy Danger and Cherno Alpha, but you don't have to have this guy. He's just okay. All in all, I give him 3 out of 5 stars, you know? I mean, 3 out of 5 stars. Anyways, that's it, you guys. Just remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, follow me back on Twitter. Other YouTube channels and all that jazz. So, thank you all once again. 3 out of 5 stars, and I'll see you all later.